Hi, everybody. It is Sunday afternoon, and I hadn't planned on doing a reading on this topic, but I've had several people reach out to me and ask me what I thought was going on. So I am going to go ahead and we'll ask the cards and see if we can't get, maybe uh, some clarification and let's just see what they say. I did tap into this briefly, very briefly, and I really haven't been following it very closely. I really I try not to feed into these media circuses that they put out. I don't believe anything the mainstream media says, and therefore I really just choose to not consume that kind of content. But like I said, I did check in briefly, and there's a couple of things that I did pick up on. One of those is a connection to the state of Colorado. And I don't know in what way. The other thing I'm getting is well, I'm feeling a lot of deception around this whole scenario. Let me just put that out there. But I'm also seeing this is going to sound really weird. It's like a wood fence, people that live out in the country, they have often have like that wooden fence to like corral their cows or whatever, just to, have it around their property. And it's the kind that has two wooden rails. So that's what I'm seeing. Don't know what that's about. But I have some questions that I wrote out, so we will get right into those. The first question I asked, is Nancie Gutherie still alive? And we'll pull two cards on each of my questions. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Wands. Okay, that Eight of Swords is kind of a card with a lot of illusion. In this case, I think it might be. We can look at the symbolism on the card, and sometimes you can just read the symbolism literally. Yes, I would say yes. And then we have the Three of Wands, that's really a card about delays and setbacks and, frustrations of that kind. So that would tell me that, yeah, she may well be alive, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on that um, is causing this thing to kind of go off the rails and not play out that maybe the way that it was initially intended to. I asked, is this a true kidnapping for ransom scenario? Okay, we have the Six of Wands and we have the Star. The Six of Wands is the victory card. I really feel like that means somebody had something to gain. Somebody wanted something, they wanted a certain outcome from this. The Star is a great card that really is about hope, and so yeah, that tells me that she may well be alive, and maybe all hope is not lost on seeing this woman alive. Um, okay, I asked, is this a true kidnapping gone wrong? Oh, crap. Okay, we have the Three of Hearts, and we have or Three of Hearts, sorry, the Three of Swords and the Empress in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not happy about how this went down. There's definitely a dark feminine energy involved in this. Yeah, that's somebody's not happy about what happened with this situation for sure. Uh, I asked, is this an inside job by a family member? Oh my God. We have the Hierophant in reverse and we have the devil. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's pretty clear. And that Hierophant in reverse, it really tells me that you know, there may be a ritual element to this, and we'll get to that in a bit. Um, by ritual element, the Hierophant is a card about unconventional spirituality. That tells me that there could be some, wild ritual, something surrounding this. So, wouldn't surprise me, quite frankly. Was this done by the government? Due to, I guess, one of the family members was going to testify about those files that I can't talk about here on YouTube. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So we have the Justice, and we have, oh God, yeah, we have the Justice, and we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, so somebody was seeking justice for, they perceived a wrong being done when that person was going to do that testimony. And yeah, I mean, they wanted to cause, somebody wanted to cause maximum pain to this family. So there's that. I asked, I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, okay. Is there a ritual element to this? Oh, we have the Hangman, and we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I think that kind of just reiterates what I was just talking about. Yeah, the Hanged Man. That's kind of when you see that in a situation like this, that tells me that and it's in reverse. This is kind of a sacrificial card, if you will. And then you have the Ten of Cups. That's all about, like, a happy family, and a really beautiful situation for somebody. So yeah, I mean, again, it was likely done to cause disruption in this whole family scenario. I asked, last question, is this completely fabricated and staged event? Is that a staged event? Okay. Well, we have the Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords. Okay, here's what that tells me. No, it was not a staged event. And then we have that Page of Swords reversed. Oh yeah, that tells me that that this was it was just handled badly. That there's been a lot of amateur mistakes made, that they are having to go back and that's causing these delays. And these cards are there. I think there's elements of, like I said, there's a lot of deception going on. This goes a lot deeper than you can see on the surface. It is a true kidnapping, but that doesn't mean that we still can't have these elements of, somebody in the family being involved in some really, really shady shit. And, again, ties to government, or I'll say, shadow government, these secret societies. It could be either or both. That might have, wanted to send a message to the family. But yeah, I'm feeling like maybe money probably wasn't the original objective here. It was to send a message. It was to cause pain. I think there's some ritualistic stuff going on here. Yeah, there's some wild stuff going on. I don't know if we got any clarity. I mean, I think we did, I think I'm probably going to want to maybe tap into the energies and do an update in a few days. But yeah, this is a wild bunch of cards. So take that for what you will. It'll be interesting to see how this develops, and what that energy looks like in a few days. Maybe we can narrow down some of these potential scenarios. So that's what I've got for you. Thanks for watching.